The national capital, the Delhi NCR region, has turned into a gas chamber. If you are in Delhi or anywhere near, you can't miss it. It's everywhere. It's in your nostrils. It's in your eyes. With pollutions at the severe level, the National Green Tribunal, or NGT, has swung into action. The NGT has announced a complete ban on the sale and use of firecrackers. That is, a complete ban, no exceptions, in Delhi NCR from midnight tonight till the end of this month. So this covers the entire Diwali season. The order will be reviewed after the end of November. However, in other parts of the country, a ban will be imposed depending on the air quality. Green crackers, which are lower pollution crackers, are being allowed in cities where the air quality index is below moderate from last year. The Green Court has given only 2 hours window to burst crackers and the sale of crackers where AQI is in the good category. Meanwhile, no firecrackers are allowed in public and private places in Mumbai, and only soundless crackers are being allowed on Diwali there. In Haryana, firecrackers are allowed on Diwali and Gurpurab from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m, while on Christmas and New Year's Eve, bursting crackers are allowed from 11:55 p.m. to 12:30 a.m.
देखिए, आज जो एनजीटी का जो ऑर्डर आया है बड़ा ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव और बहुत ही डिटेल्ड ऑर्डर है, और उसमें जितने भी स्टेट्स हैं, बहुत सारे स्टेट्स के अपने अपने कमेंट थे और अपने अपने जो भी उनके व्यूज़ थे, सारे को अमलगमेट करते हुए आज का जो ऑर्डर आया है वो प्राइमरीली यही कहता है कि जो दिल्ली और एनसीआर के इलाके में तो पटाखों पर पूरी तरह से बैन लगा देने की बात इसलिए कही गई क्योंकि एम्बिएंट एयर क्वालिटी यहाँ की काफ़ी ख़राब और ख़राब से भी ज़्यादा है।
हलफनामे फाइल किए थे हरियाणा और यूपी ने, जो यू टर्न लिया था कि हम लोग बैन नहीं लगाएंगे पटाखों पे, तो उनके भी जो रीजन एनसीआर में आएंगे उन पे भी वही ऑर्डर लागू होगा। इसके अलावा जहां पर भी एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स बहुत ही पुअर है और सिवियर है, वहां पर भी बैन लागू रहेगा। आज के इस फैसले के बाद 9 नवंबर से 30 नवंबर तक दिल्ली और एनसीआर में तो फिलहाल खास करके लिए बैन रहेगा।
If we were to decide making a law on mere yardstick of enforcement, I doubt many of the laws would ever be enacted. So it is always with hope and trust that the executive authorities would act upon the judgment. And it is that hope and trust which matters as far as the law is concerned. And as a punishment is concerned, it is definitely there because it will amount to a violation. And whatever the penalties imposed under the law would have to be imposed upon them.
जो प्रदूषण नियंत्रण करने के लिए जो विभाग जिम्मेदार है, प्रदूषण नियंत्रण बोर्ड के अधिकारी हो या अथॉरिटी के सक्षम अधिकारी हो या स्थानीय निकाय के अधिकारी हो, उनको सतर्क रहना पड़ेगा और जो भी कानून का उल्लंघन करेंगे उनके विरुद्ध दंडात्मक कार्रवाई सुनिश्चित करना पड़ेगा।
Specifically in Lucknow, the air quality index has gone up to 449, which is a severe problem. We are here at one of the shops of firecracker, and you can see that they are on sale right now. People are coming and they've started to purchase these firecrackers. But the question is that the numbers which shows that the air quality index is extremely poor, specifically in Lucknow, with 466 in Fatehabad and Muradabad alongside with 457. Certainly this is going to be a crucial decision for the government as well, although the NGT has made it clear that with along with the ban in New Delhi, Lucknow and Chandigarh will also be the part of this ban. And as of now we can say that, you know, these shops are open, people are coming from the houses to purchase these firecrackers. There is no order as of now, but clearly after the clear guidelines and by clear order of the NGT, it remains to be seen when it will be effective in Uttar Pradesh. But certainly the numbers are alarming and they really need an attention to put a ban or to make sure with the guidelines how they are going to control this pollution. In Lucknow with cameraman Neeraj, Abhishek Mishra for India Today.
Right now we are standing in between a market at Patna. You can see that there are different kind of crackers, but if we will talk about the pollution levels right now at Patna, the AQI is almost 200 right now, and if that will remain at the same level, then it won't be under the moderate category, which means the cracker ban will be implemented. Traders who are selling crackers, they are not aware about the ban or the order which has been given by NGT just a few hours ago. Cracker sale is happening at Patna, but people are in favor of banning crackers if the pollution level remains the same. With camera person Alok Das, it's Kumar Kunal for India Today from Patna.
So let's just recap for you what the ban is looking like in different parts of the country. In Delhi, for instance, there is a complete ban on the use and sale of firecrackers. No windows, no exceptions. It's a complete blanket ban. In Haryana, which is a neighboring state, the sale and use of crackers has been allowed only for 2 hours on Diwali. Rajasthan, complete ban on the use and sale of firecrackers, just like Delhi. Odisha, also complete ban and use of ban on use and sale of firecrackers. West Bengal, similarly, complete ban on use and sale of firecrackers. Karnataka, complete ban on use and sale of firecrackers, though this decision came quite belatedly. Sale and purchase of green crackers, however, is being allowed in Karnataka. Maharashtra, there's a ban on bursting firecrackers in public places, and only soundless crackers are being allowed, and this will apparently be enforced. Sikkim, complete ban on use and sale of firecrackers. Madhya Pradesh, ban on sale of Chinese firecrackers. So not all firecrackers, only on Chinese firecrackers. So that's what it looks like right now. Because now, as Delhi and other states impose this complete ban on crackers and patakas, politics has unsurprisingly erupted as several political leaders have objected to the ban, saying it will affect the livelihood of people associated with the firecracker industry, largely in Tamil Nadu. Delhi BJP MP Vijay Goel is hit out at the Kejriwal government for allegedly failing to curb pollution and then using crackers as a scapegoat. Goel, who also staged a protest yesterday, accused the Aam Aadmi government of making traders a scapegoat and demanded monetary compensation for them. In Tamil Nadu, DMK MPs have written to the Union Labour Ministry demanding revocation of the ban. They've said that the ban will affect the livelihood of 8 lakh people, something that was earlier said by the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, Edappadi K. Palaniswamy himself.
मैंने तो पटाखे बैन का विरोध नहीं किया। मैंने तो कहा 6 महीने पहले पटाखा बैन कर देते। मेरा विरोध तो इस बात पर है कि प्रदूषण के ऊपर दिल्ली सरकार ने कुछ नहीं किया। ऐसे कानून बनते हैं, ऐसे सरकार चलती है, ऐसे प्रदूषण कम होता है जी। सरकार सोचती है कि वो कहेंगे देखिए गोयल साहब पटाखों के फेवर में बोल रहे हैं। गोयल साहब तो कह रहे हैं पटाखों को 6 महीने पहले प्रतिबंध कर देते आप, पर अब करके नुकसान जो किया उसका मुआवजा दे।
Okay, let's first tell you who we have on the show today. And this is the list of persons we're going to debate this with. Saurabh Bharadwaj is a spokesperson and an MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. Richa Pandey, spokesperson of the BJP. And Shambhavi Shukla is an environmental expert with the Center for Science and Environment. She writes extensively about the air pollution issue as well. Welcome to all of you. Before I come to you, and I'm going to start with Shambhavi first, but I want to ask 6 basic questions that a lot of people are asking, and none of these are loaded questions. So please bear with me. I'll list them out and then I will come to my guest. Number 1 is, is this opposition to this cracker ban basically focused on selectivity and politics? Question number 2, does anyone believe that crackers are good for air quality? Question number 3, does the cracker ban significantly help already putrid air, thanks to crop burning and other things? Question number 4, does the cracker ban divert from bigger failures against pollution? And I'm not talking just in Delhi, but I'm talking about in general. Question number 5, can India afford any activity that adds to air pollution? Question number 6, what happens, and this is a very important, legitimate question, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 6, what happens to the cracker industry and the lacks of livelihoods over there? Isn't that also a consideration? It can't simply be ignored. Saurabh Bharadwaj, I want to come to you first because your government has, unsurprisingly come under attack from the BJP, saying that the cracker industry, the cracker ban is a soft measure that diverts from the larger failures against the bigger creators of pollution. Respond to that.
Yes, I think when we talk about pollution, I've been traveling, across driving my car, and I saw that, even if you travel 300 kilometers away from, Delhi, whether you travel to Punjab, whether you travel to Chandigarh or Uttar Pradesh, Moradabad, Meerut, as far as Lucknow, it is almost the same pollution levels we have across North India, and the situation is very bad. It looks like a doomed cities, all cities are doomed, and people are having very severe respiratory problems with this, and it's a very serious problem. And I do agree that as governments, as state governments and as central government, or as political people in general, we have failed to address this problem effectively. That's why this problem has become so big now. And we have to have, measures which includes banning of firecrackers. Obviously, last year also, firecracker ban came from the Honorable Supreme Court. And Delhi as government, we thought that let's have a laser Diwali, where we had a digital kind of a Diwali for 3 days at Connaught Place, so that people have an alternative way of creating happiness, spreading festivity in the name of Diwali. Because there is a lot of, sentiment attached to the festival. Even this year, we wanted to have a gala event, but because of Corona, we cannot have it.
Yeah.
So, trying to find out, alternative ways. Obviously, we as political leaders or somebody as religious leaders, we have to, help and channelize religious things towards a positive goal, And regarding Vijay Goyalji, he has always been opposing things. Whenever it was even odd, on an odd day, he came out with his even car. So he has his own ways of, getting attention and seeking attention.
Let me try and flesh out, some of this opposition, because, Richa, nobody can compare last year with this year. The big difference between last year and this year is we've got this global pandemic on our hands. Lakhs of people have died. There are studies that prove that air pollution aggravates the COVID crisis. And therefore, the complaints against the cracker ban have to be very different this year, but they appear to be the same from the BJP side.
See, Shiv, first of all, we have to understand that all the agencies and all the bodies who have been elected by the people of respective states, and here in particular I am talking about Delhi government, they are supposed to do and deliver what they have been elected for. Giving a narrative, a general narrative like a journalist or an NGO person will not help here. And there should be accountability. The Delhi government has not got buses, the Delhi transport is bad, and that's why my elder brother Saurabh Bharadwaj is traveling by car. Earlier he used to travel by DTC bus, but because they have not bought any new buses and there are no electric buses also in Delhi, now people like him who were common man and who used to travel from his house to GK to assembly, now he is using car because his government has not bought. If they would have bought the buses, if they would have got strengthened the fabric of the public transport, this situation would have been in control. Delhi people do not want laser show or gala events. They do not want online Lakshmi Pujan.
So you're basically, Richa, you're underlining one of the questions that I asked, which is that whether the cracker ban is basically to divert from other more substantial, actions that needed to be taken, which have somehow not been taken. I don't want this to become too much of an exercise in finger pointing. Therefore, let me bring Shambhavi in on this, and then I'll come back to some of the specifics. It's not like I'm disregarding that, Richa. I think the points raised by both of you are extremely important, so I'll come to them. Shambhavi, where do things stand right now? Because as a citizen, as someone who lives in the National Capital Region, the common sense says, how can anyone oppose the cracker ban at a time when you've got the pandemic, at a time when, air quality is, already so putrid. But there are complexities at play here, and in many ways they need to be understood. What is your take?
So what I think right now is with the cracker ban coming in place, like our air is already saturated with lots of pollutants from the existing sources that we have. And adding to it would be the bursting of firecrackers with Diwali coming in. So this would add on to whatever, like the air which is already saturated. So the cracker ban was a positive move for at least adding, for not adding the more pollution to the air. And apart from whatever the current situation right now, even today what we can see is like the AQI is extremely towards the severe category and towards the later part of the severe category.
Shambhavi, how much worse would the air quality get if crackers were actually allowed?
So, like, there is no set right now the contribution by the firecrackers to the air quality. But then, like, we don't have space right now to add on to more pollution.
Right.
Like the air, like rightly I said that the air is saturated. Like there is no space which is left right now for adding on to more pollution. The firecrackers not just releases toxic gases. It also releases some of the heavy metals. Which stays close to the ground surface and which causes they are really harmful to the health of the people.
That is pretty ominous. Yes. That is pretty ominous. Richa, you know, the environmentalist on this panel says that while there is no set index to see what the effect of allowing crackers would be, the fact is the air is almost beyond rescue right now, and it would not be able to take firecrackers being used at this time. My question to you simply is, apart from, and I will put this question to Saurabh right after this, but apart from the well-made point that there are other failures perhaps by the government of, other actions that should have been taken, are you principally in opposition to the cracker ban itself?
See, the things which give happiness to the vast majority of the citizens of this country, when they are banned, it pains everyone. We understand that health of the countrymen is at stake, and that is why we are no one to pinpoint, but what we are saying, the people who are supposed to do their job for which they take a salary, they should have got the green budget and the 26 agendas and the promises which they made, those should have been implemented. Because they have not been implemented, simple pleasures which occur once in a year for a vast majority of population, and children look forward for it. If the governments are ineffective like this, if they are not able to plant more trees, get smoke towers on the roads.
Saurabh, it's the same point. Okay.
What I'm saying is that
you've taken some specific instances.
This is not just
Let Saurabh respond to that.
It's a diversion tactics for inefficiency.
So, Saurabh, would you grant? I know you said that this is a responsibility at every level, not just the Delhi government. I agree with that. But would you agree, Saurabh, that there have been failures? Ultimately, at the end of the day, you go out last year at this time, you go out this year at this time. The air is the same, Saurabh.
Shiv, I think my BJP counterpart is under an illusion that Kejriwal is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, and entire North India. He's just the Chief Minister of 60 kilometer by 60 kilometer worth land, which is called Delhi. And it is almost 1/5 of the entire area which is affected by pollution due to parali burning and a lot of internal reasons. I think it is known to everybody. Okay, and now this is a situation which is a fact. You have severe pollution, okay, and it's same in Delhi, it's same in UP, same in Haryana. Last year, when the Supreme Court banned firecrackers, two of their, leaders, Kapil Mishra and Tejinder Bagga, said we will burn crackers, and I think they got a lot of footage because they burned crackers. But if Mr. Vijay Goyal asks his own, granddaughter, grandson, they'll tell that Dada, we have been doing an oath for last 10 years in our school that we will not burn crackers. All my cousins are younger to me, or my kids, they go to schools and they have already taken oath. So the younger generation is much mature and they understand things. I think if people like Vijay Goyal and all also understand and try to send a good message across, so it's a lot of confidence in our kids that yes, this is something for good, and we are basically contributing to the goodness of the society.
Richa, the sense is that the BJP is focusing its attack on the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi for political reasons, when the sources of the pollution that we've seen so far, and I'll come to Shambhavi on that next, Richa, is, in UP, in Haryana, these are BJP ruled states, in Punjab, which is a Congress ruled state. So it's almost like the BJP is making this out to be Kejriwal's fault when it is clearly a collective blame.
So, if Delhi is only a 60 by 60 kilometer diameter state, then I think there is no need to have a representative from elected government, which is in Delhi, sitting
Richa,
here.
Richa, that's a rhetorical
person
argument.
is making a comment, they are responsible for what they have been elected for, and they have failed in their particular niche. This is a bigger phenomena, but each and every, just like a cracker is contributing, Delhi is also contributing to the bad health of its citizens, and Delhi CM and Delhi MLAs are responsible for that. They should be feeling ashamed for taking the salary which they are taking and now traveling by car. Earlier, Manish Sisodia, the deputy CM, used to travel by his cycle because to support the environment.
But Richa, I still must ask you. I feel compelled to continue to ask you, if the cracker ban in some ways contains even a little bit of the air pollution, isn't that something that all parties should come together and support? That's my question.
Are you asking me?
Yes, Richa.
Cracker ban, again I'm saying that cracker ban is adding to a minuscule percentage. The percentage, it is definitely adding, but it's a very minuscule. But just imagine how much happiness it is taking away from our families. Okay. We celebrate this festival. We have to understand the empathy is missing.
You're making it about sentiment. I understand the point you're making, Richa.
We are just 60 by 60. I'm sorry, your 60 by 60 is contributing to 70 to 80% pollution in Delhi.
Shambhavi, the issue of blame is always going to come up, and it's not unreasonable, because the people of the National Capital Region, they want someone to blame. The Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP are busy blaming each other. There are many valid points being mentioned as well. But who is to blame finally, Shambhavi? From an environmental perspective, how many years are we going to let roll by and, normalize this horrible air that we're breathing in Delhi?
See, I would like to add, air pollution doesn't follow any boundary. It's not a city or a state issue or a condition which is working. Yeah. It's the entire North India right now in grip of high pollution levels. So, they don't follow any boundary or anything. The pollution from Delhi is going to other states. The pollution from other states is also adding to Delhi's pollution. So, it's not about just one party, AAP or BJP or
Shambhavi, specific question. Is the politics over air pollution stopping us from sorting it out? Is that a possibility? That the constant finger pointing, turf wars, blame game, is that stopping us from defeating air pollution in the NCR?
It could be a possibility, because there is no one government which we can put blame to. All the governments together have to take care of the people of their own country. People are suffering, so instead of blaming to one, each other, the other parties, but rather than if they come together and do something about the air pollution issues, which is causing the health of so many people, and with the pandemic this year around, already there are evidences from the previously related infections also that the pollution exposure could increase the severity of the coronavirus, the COVID infection.
Yes.
So, with the rising COVID cases, there is a third wave already in Delhi right now. So, together, the AAP government, the BJP government has to together work for reducing the pollution levels. Even the crop burning, if you see, the latest contribution, the SAFO published the latest contribution, and it was around 38%, which was contributed to Delhi's air.
It's terrifying.
So, it's not So it's not just one state or a city that can work to reduce the pollution of their own city.
Saurabh, pollution doesn't, respect state boundaries. One lives in the hope that the politics of air pollution can be, can sort of be blown away and both sides can unite to actually defeat it. The reason why people are so concerned in the National Capital Region, Saurabh and Richa, but first to you, Saurabh, is that doesn't appear to be happening. For the last 3 to 4 years, we've seen death clouds of pollution, and all we've only seen is finger pointing.
Shiv, the problem with the pollution in the North India is that, it took us around 3 to 4 years to get this thing acknowledged that stubble burning causes pollution. Otherwise, if you look into the recordings of our debates 3 years back or 4 years back, they were not even ready to acknowledge the fact that stubble burning is adding to it. Now, unless and until, everybody is held accountable. The problem is that, the only person accountable for this pollution debate is Arvind Kejriwal, okay? And all the questions are being asked from him only. That is okay, But frankly, people in Delhi also understand it. So unless and until there is a positive mindset to understand that, yes, 5 stakeholders are there and 5 stakeholders have these 5 different responsibilities on their shoulders.
Okay.
Let timelines. Let it be like, 1 year you do this, you do this, you do this. Yogi ji aap ye kijiye, Khattar ji aap ye kijiye, Modi ji aap ye kijiye, Arvind ji aap ye kijiye. Unless and until, these accountabilities are set, this thing will keep occurring.
It's the only thing that the people of the National Capital Region and anywhere else in the country with such bad air really want. A little bit of accountability, because with each year that passes by and with nothing changing, citizens are simply left wondering, what are the people who are supposed to be fixing this doing? I agree with Saurabh and I agree with Richa. Accountability has to be fixed. There have to be set deliverables, and those who've been voted to power at every level, not just in Delhi, but in UP, in Haryana and elsewhere, even at the centre, there have to be deliverables as far as fighting air quality is concerned. I don't see any other way that this is going to be fixed. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you, Shambhavi. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Richa, for joining me here on 5 Live. An all-important issue that doesn't get enough light, the issue of air pollution. No matter where you are in the national capital, it's affecting your health as you speak.